Yesterday was the semifinals of the Big Sky Tournament. On the women's side, the first-seeded Eastern Washington Eagles took on the fourth-seeded Montana State Bobcats, and the second-seeded NAU Lumberjacks faced off against the number 3 Montana Lady Grizz. On the men's side, number 4 Montana State looked to advance to their fourth straight championship game at the expense of the upstart 10th-seeded Sacramento State Hornets, and in the last game of the day, the 8th-seeded Idaho State Bengals looked to continue their underdog run against number 3 Montana. The Eagles pushed to a 56-39 victory. They smothered defensively, but also took advantage of the Bobcats' measly 25% shooting percentage from the floor. Tomorrow, they will have the opportunity to win Eastern Washington's first women's title since 1987. For the third year straight, the NAU women's team progressed to the championship game, this time at the expense of the Montana Lady Grizz. The Lumberjacks won in a 74-67 firefight. They will now have the opportunity to win the Big Sky Tournament for the first time since 2006. All three of the conference losses that NAU received this season were at the hands of each of their opponents in the tournament they've faced so far. Back on the men's side, Robert Ford III and Montana State edged out Sac State in their semifinals game 74-71. The Hornets kept up with the Bobcats' seemingly unstoppable offense, but the Bobcats pulled through late after a late foul on Sac State gave them possession with just 40 seconds to go. In the final game of the night, the Montana Grizzlies handily defeated the Idaho State Bengals 72-58. The Grizzlies were up over 20 with just 10 minutes to go, but a run from the Bengals cut the lead to 9. After a media timeout, the Grizzlies retook the momentum and charged to victory. The stage is now set for a Brawl of the Wild in the Big Sky Championship game for the first time since 1986. From the Big Sky Tournament in Boise, Idaho, I'm Tony Bracha, Cap Sports.